Hey guys, so today I just wanted to talk a little bit about Pamer Bay and basically just give you guys a rundown and a guide on how to travel there. I recently went there and put a video up not too long ago showing what it was like, basically just doing a day trip there with some friends, and I was getting quite a few messages on Instagram, so I thought I'd make a video explaining to you guys all the tips, tricks, and go into more detail into how to get there, how to save money, where to go, what's the best boat trip for you, and basically just give you a complete guide which is going to save you money and time. Hopefully it helps. And yeah, first up, where actually is Pamer Bay? So on this map, this is Earth obviously, and this here is all of Thailand. So Koh Phi Phi, which is the island near Pamer Bay, is right here. As you can see, Phuket, which is where I recommend flying into if you are visiting Thailand. I'm going to be making an entire video on that, so watch out for that. Phuket, you can stay most likely in Patong when you visit the south, or you'll go to Krabi, which is if you'll be coming from the islands up here such as Koh Samui. So after you've arrived into Phuket, or you're in Krabi after being in Koh Samui up there, or there's an international airport as you can see, you will catch a ferry to Koh Phi Phi. So the easiest way is getting a taxi from Patong, which is where you'll probably stay in Phuket, over to the other side of the island, get the ferry to Koh Phi Phi. And this is really cheap, I'll put the prices on screen. Or doing the same, going to Krabi and getting a ferry to Koh Phi Phi. So once you're in Koh Phi Phi, the ferry will probably do a lap around Pamer Bay, which is pretty awesome because you get to see a glimpse of this epic beach, as you can see here. But it will head into the bay here, which is Koh Phi Phi. So basically getting there, the best way to get there is using 12 to go Asia, and it's really cheap. There's a lot of options that you can use, but you'll arrive in this side of the island, which is where all the taxi boats are parked up along here, as you can see on maps. And there's going to be a big pier. I don't think you have to pay, or you might have to pay a little bit to get in, but you'll be greeted by McDonald's, Burger King, which is quite unfortunate. It'd be nice if that wasn't there. And then there's a lot of accommodation on this tiny little narrow part of land, and as you can see, there's nothing. It's only this narrow piece of land which really has the accommodation. And yeah, so I stayed around here at Blanco Beach Bar Hostel. And that brings me on to my next point, which is I did the boat trip with them, which was a party boat hostel, which was like a party boat cruise, similar to the other one which is on offer, which is Bob's Booze Cruise. And when I was about to go with that one, I found out about Blanco Beach Bar Tour, and I tried to figure out what the differences were. And it turns out that Bob's Booze Cruise apparently might have a few older people on it, maybe a family, but I don't know if that's how correct that is. I think they're real similar. So Bob's Booze Cruise or Blanco Beach Bar, they're two really good party boat options. And those party boats are really good because you get to meet a lot of people. There's about 40 people on them. You go right around Pamer Bay, so you'll leave this side of the island, you'll walk with a group, you'll take your boat around here, go this side, stop at Monkey Beach, which is around here. So I'll put some video in as well. And then you might stop in this inlet here, which is really nice to go swimming, or just around this coast, and then make your way around the island with a lot of people and park up in this area here. So this is where the cove is to go to Pamer Bay. So you park your boat here and you walk through the forest to get there. Really easy, quite busy, but that's where the tour boat stops and takes you in. I think on those big boats as well, you jump onto a smaller boat and it takes you to the pier because those big boats are too big or something. But that's basically the big boat cruise. And then it picks you up again. You park over here, jump out, go snorkeling beside some cliffs, and then continue your tour and catch sunset around this part of the island. And it's pretty crazy, it looks insane. But yeah, that's the first option for getting there. And then the other is the boats, the taxis, which are really popular. And I actually did both because I wanted to film with some friends on a smaller boat as well. So this is where they all are. And when we went to order them or find one, you literally just go along the beach, go to the main part where you got off your boat, the main ferry that took you to Koh Phi Phi, and you'll see a lot of offers. Just find one that you feel like the person's nice and negotiate a little bit with them. We paid, I think it was 25 or 40 US dollars all up. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was that, 40 US dollars all up. And it took us, that was the cheaper option. It took us straight to the Pamer Bay, stopped at a Monkey Beach, went swimming in this cove, which I'm not sure if we did do on the big boat. And then it took us right around to Pamer Bay. We went and had a look, stopped for quite a while compared to the party boat, which was on a bit of a rush, and then headed back and went around some of this part of the island. So this is where the taxis can be a bit more helpful. You don't have to be with a lot of people. You can simply go visit other parts of this island, and especially up here, which is Bamboo. So this is Bamboo Island, and we didn't make it up here, but a lot of people go up to this island, which, as you can see, is very close to Koh Phi Phi, and will be an extra charge for going here, but apparently it's really worth it. So that's a plus of having a taxi. You can go there with your friends, just do that island and then come back, and then you come back and there's a load more beaches all up here, which were really nice. But yeah, so that's basically the difference between the two boats. The prices, as you know, I'll put on screen now. And yeah, you can also, some other things that are really good. You can also rent kayaks all along this main beach here in Koh Phi Phi. And you can go right out along here, and there's another beach right here, which is Nui Beach. Or go around even further and see and explore different parts of the island. But yeah, so that's basically the sum up of the two different boats. It's basically what you're depending. If you want to be private, you can do the taxi for a pretty similar price, but Blanco Beach Bar or Bob's Booze Cruise is a really good option as well. And again, for getting to this island, use 12 to go Asia. There's also a few more things to do in Koh Phi Phi, such as the lookout, as you can see here. Pretty awesome views, and it's definitely worth it. And as you can see, the island's very small. Hotels, hostels, a load of cafes and restaurants. And as you can see, this side of the beach is where all the commercial boats are, and then here you have a few taxi boats which can take you this way up the island, but normally low tide goes right out here and these boats are beached. But it's a real nice place to relax and park up with your friends. Just walk up to the lookout's about 30 minutes. It's quite hot, so do it when it's cloudy and when it's going to be sunny afterwards, or early in the morning, or sunsets, etc. So also some other things to know about Maya Bay, which is the main topic here, is that you're not allowed to swim here anymore. There is some food available. There's like a mini mart or something. It's nothing crazy. It's not like a big Alpha Mart or mini mart sort of thing. It's like a small shop rather. You're not allowed to swim here. You can put your feet in the water, which is fine. And basically tips for this is that going earlier in the day is better because you get more sun. Leave Koh Phi Phi at around 7 or 8, and you can come to Maya Bay with probably 2 or 3 people on it, if not just you. And it would honestly be the most insane experience. I didn't do that early, we went in the afternoon. But if you could have all this beach to yourself early in the morning with sun, it would honestly be a dream. Like, as you can see in this video here, I had quite a lot of beach to myself, and it was still amazing. But if you could do the complete thing by yourself, that would be absolutely crazy. Boats aren't allowed to come into this area as well anymore, so there's a clear line where boats aren't allowed to cross, and this is to protect the sharks, look after the coral, which are regenerating due to the tourist overpopulation that happened in recent years, because Maya Bay actually closed for quite a while, which is quite sad, but it was actually really good. Like, the fish and the sharks and the coral were able to be basically just like revived. And yeah, so now it's back reopened to the public. You're allowed to put your feet in the water but not allowed to swim. You'll get whistled at, and guards in full vests and camo will tell you to get out. I haven't heard of anyone getting fined, but I'm sure you would if you tried to go in. And again, there's a boardwalk, so you don't have to worry about having shoes, but it'll probably get hot if you don't have shoes, so wear some sandals or something. And yeah, it looks just like the movie Out of the Beach with Leo. But yeah, that's pretty much everything to know. It's just really knowing the difference between the two, the taxi and the party boats, knowing that you can go up to Bamboo Island, having a more relaxed time on the taxi boat. You can kind of park up, chill out, or there's the party boat, which goes fully around the island, meet loads of people, still a pretty good price. So yeah, that's basically it. And after Koh Phi Phi, I went to Krabi, which was cool. There was a market there, but you only need a day or two there. And Phuket. I'm going to be making a video of all of Thailand going into more depth like this, so be sure to subscribe and look out for those. But yeah, it was pretty epic adventure being able to do that. And yeah, I recommend probably 2 to 3 days here. You could do longer, you could do less, but 2 to 3 days is pretty good. Try a few restaurants, go to the beaches, relax, just look at some fire shows, they're real cool, and meet some people, which is pretty epic. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this video useful in terms of choosing what boat to do. where you can go, the prices, how to get there. And yeah, so basically the one tip I was going to leave to the end is with negotiating. You want to start at a low price with the taxi guys, and then just act like you don't really need it, because there's a lot of options. Just approach a lot of them, figure out where you want to go, probably do Bamboo if you want to, visit Monkey Beach, Maya Bay, and make sure that you agree with your driver where you're going, because they might try to come back. I've heard of a few people go and they end up having a little bit of a bad experience because the driver is asking for the money before they even get back, and he's not going to take them back home to Ko Pipi until they pay, and the driver wants to go back earlier. So make sure you get someone nice, you agree with where you're going, you agree with the price, pull out your calculator and show him the price that you're going to pay, confirm everything, make sure they understand it, and yeah, you can't really go too wrong. It's a pretty epic place. And there's going to be a charge at Maya Bay, so make sure that your driver doesn't take the money, or they come with you and it's clearly that you're allowed in, because the driver might take the money that it costs to get into Maya Bay and then send you on your way, and you won't be allowed in. But my driver came with me when I went there with them, so it worked out. He probably still took the money, but he went to the security and told me to go through. So I gave the money, but I got in, so that was all that matters. But yeah, if you're with the party boat, all that's covered, all your food's covered. There's drinks on board, water, alcohol, snacks, and yeah. So, and obviously on the taxi boat, you just have to bring your own snacks and food and all that. So yeah, two pretty good options for you to choose from. Two pretty good options to choose from. I hope you found this useful. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I've got some pretty exciting stuff in the works, so be sure to subscribe and follow on Instagram to learn some more stuff and see where I've been. You might get a glimpse into the videos that are coming up in the future as well. So yeah, got some exciting ones. Maybe Vietnam, maybe Japan, some skiing, going to some temples, shrines and everything like that. So gonna mix it up with the future videos as well. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.